Welcome back to Disturbed Reality. On the 11th of August 2023, the country of Bosnia was shocked by a murder that was broadcast live on Instagram for the entire world to see. Please beware, this case contains references to domestic violence and abusive relationships. The nation of Bosnia is left grappling with the aftermath of this tragic series of events, prompting reflection on the complexities of modern life, social media, and the importance of addressing signs of distress and violence within relationships. Due to the unique nature of the case, questions have also been raised by onlookers about the safety of anabolic steroids and the effect in which they have on the individual consuming them. Although steroid use has not been stated as being a contributing factor behind the case, many have speculated that they may have been. The perpetrator behind this shocking case was a 35-year-old man named Nermin Sulejanovic, who was known to be an extremely aggressive individual who had previous brushes with the law. Most notably in 2013 when he was arrested for the possession of illicit drugs that he intended to sell. It was also stated that he was part of an organised crime ring. It's also widely believed, from looking at Bosnian blogs, that he was on a concoction of steroids, including trenbolone. It is once again worth noting, as of right now, this is just speculation. However, many believe it to be the case. Roid rage, short for steroid rage, is a colloquial term used to describe a range of aggressive and unpredictable behaviours associated with the use of anabolic androgenic steroids. These essentially are synthetic versions of the hormone testosterone, which is naturally produced by the body. While not everyone who uses steroids experiences roid rage, it is a well-documented phenomenon among some users. Roid rage is characterized by intense, uncontrolled bursts of anger and aggression that may be disproportionate to the situation. Users experiencing roid rage may become easily irritable, hostile, and quick to anger. They may overreact to minor provocations or perceived slights. Steroid users prone to roid rage may also exhibit extreme mood swings. They can rapidly shift from euphoria and confidence to irritability and anger. These mood swings can be unsettling and unpredictable, affecting personal relationships and social interactions. Roid rage can impair an individual's ability to think rationally and make sound decisions. Users may engage in impulsive and reckless behaviour, which can have serious consequences for both themselves and those around them. Steroids can elevate an individual's propensity for violence. This can manifest as physical altercations, domestic violence, and other criminal acts. Roid rage can take a toll on personal relationships, leading to conflict with family members, friends, and romantic partners. The unpredictable nature of steroid use can make it difficult for loved ones to anticipate or manage the user's emotional outbursts. Such behaviours very often lead to domestic violence incidents, with some stating that men who take such substances can be up to 3 times more likely to abuse their partners physically. Roid rage is typically associated with the use of high doses of anabolic steroids over a relatively short period. Users may not experience roid rage continuously, and it may coincide with the peak of their steroid cycles. Many speculate that long-term steroid use may have been a factor in Nermin Sulejanović's bloody massacre, which took the life of his ex-wife, as well as taking the lives of 2 other innocent individuals in his rampage. Motives behind the crime are still yet to be disclosed. However, it was reported that Nermin had a long history with the police, not only with illicit substances, but also due to previous violent outbursts. Nermin and his ex-wife, Nizama Hekimovich, had a child together, which makes the case even more tragic in itself. The couple divorced after the birth of their daughter, and reports seem to indicate that the relationship ended due to abuse committed by Nermin throughout the marriage. Despite the relationship ending, the abuse and controlling behaviour would continue, which would result in Nizama filing a restraining order on her ex-husband, stating that she feared for her and her daughter's lives. According to some reports, she nearly dropped the restraining order request due to fear. However, she did pursue the restraining order. However, the courts rejected the restraining order. As per reports from Bosnian media, the Office of the Disciplinary Prosecutor within the High Judicial and Prosecutorial Council of Bosnia and Herzegovina has initiated a legal process against Judge Lejla Numanovic of Gradacac. This action stems from Judge Numanovic's refusal to issue a restraining order against Nermin on the 7th of August 2023. Shortly before Nizama's murder, it said she took her only daughter to safety while waiting on the restraining order verdict, which enraged Nermin. The fact that this murder could very well have been prevented makes the case even more devastating. On the 11th of August 2023, things would take a tragic turn for the worse. Nermin would go on the hunt for his ex-wife, with the intention of murdering her. He located her and their daughter on the 11th of August 2023. Nermin entered the home and brutally assaulted his ex-wife, before using his phone to stream Nizama's final moments on Instagram Live. The live stream amassed 12,000 live viewers, with some watchers even commenting in support of Nermin. As the stream starts, you hear Nermin talking to his viewers. "Hey guys, you're going to see something that you've never seen before. A live murder. It's a massacre." The video then pans across a blood-soaked patio of a home to a badly injured woman sitting on a bench as a small child cries in the background. Nermin, who says that the woman is his ex-wife, demands to know why she gave information to the police about him. Barely able to speak because of grievous injuries to her face, head and jaw from what appeared to be a brutal pre-video beating, the woman, who police identified as Nizama Hekimovich, said with great difficulty she feared for her life and the life of her child. The look of dejection, pain and fear on Nizama's face is nothing short of heartbreaking. He then shoots the woman a single time in the head with a pistol. As soon as the bullet penetrates her skull, you see the life leave her eyes instantly. They turn into vacant voids, and the look etched upon her face is traumatic. Nermin then pans the camera to a toddler lying on the floor crying. He says coldly, "Here, someone, come and save a child, I'm moving on," he said before leaving the house. He also states, "I warned everyone that it would come to this. She has been hiding my child for 8 days. I'm waiting to load my weapon and move on." After murdering his ex-wife, Nermin left the scene on the hunt for new victims. Shortly after fleeing the scene, Nermin Sulejanovic killed 2 other people. He travelled to the city of Gradacac via car and murdered a father and son, Dezengiz and Denis Onder, as well as injuring 3 other people. After the additional murders, it's believed that Nermin uploaded again to Instagram, stating that these are not my only murders. Nermin, always having the sick desire for control, decided to end himself before police could get to him. He died via a self-inflicted gunshot wound. More than 60 women in Bosnia, which has a population of 3.2 million, have been reported murdered by domestic partners in the last 7 years, according to the Balkan Investigative Network, with 8 murders in 2022 alone. The killings comes amid widespread criticisms that Bosnian law does little to enforce domestic violence laws. The livestream was promptly removed by Meta, the parent company behind Instagram. However, it has been shared on other social media platforms following its initial publication. The case is one of the most depressing in which I've covered for a while. Since creating the channel, we have covered a large amount of extremely disturbing incidents. However, this is only the second covering fatal domestic violence videos. The first being the infamous murder of Alejandra Iko-Chub, which is commonly referred to as the Miss Pac-Man video. Ultimately, such cases leave you with a feeling of despair, anger, and a sense of hopelessness. Both cases could have been prevented, with many knowing of the violent and abusive ways of the perpetrators involved in the incidents. Quite frankly, this case, and the video going along with it, left me sick to my stomach. I have to say, my heart goes out to the young daughter who now doesn't have a parent. Hopefully somebody in her immediate family can look after her, raise her. I mean, imagine having that start in life. That's going to follow her forever. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the video, if you can enjoy this sort of content. A shorter one for you guys today. When it comes to covering cases like this, I'm not experienced. It's not really a subject matter that we tackle all that much on the channel. But yeah, it's equally as terrible as anything I've covered, quite frankly. So yeah, I can't really add anything else, to be honest. My links are in the pinned comments, my Twitter, my Twitch, all that sort of stuff. If you want to get in touch, follow me on Twitter and you can send me a DM. Maybe you have a case to cover, something like that. Always feel free to get in touch. And also, if you could follow me on Twitch, that would be much appreciated. But anyway, as always, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one.